Jay had learned English in a span of 1 year. Within that year, I think the second year of being here, he started law school.
Immigration is not easy, to be honest.
Yeah, sure.
Change yourself from the place that you get used, you born and raised with your language, your culture, and move to a place that you feel like a dump. I never have a plan B, never. I always have just one plan. It's a plan A, and of course I will adapt through the way to find out.
But it's to get to plan A, regardless.
So that's it.
Welcome to the Warrior Circle podcast. This is the first episode. I have my good friend Jabas Argal. I call him Jay for short. Man, we've known each other now for going on 5 years. And I want to say, Jay, I appreciate you for being on the first episode. You're somebody that I've looked up to since we met, and I've had conversation with you, and I've seen everything that you've done. I'm like, man, I've got to get this guy on here. So welcome, brother. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your kind words. It's a pleasure for me to be here with you. And I don't know. Thank you for having me, man.
Awesome, you are the best. Brother. Awesome. My man. Jay, so I really, the purpose for this podcast, I want people to know how everyone is a warrior in their own kind of way, right? We all go through adversity, obstacles that are in our way. And, we have to push forward and to accomplish what it is that we're looking to do, right, in life. To me, you epitomize that essence of a warrior. You don't have to fight, but you fight in your own kind of way. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So that's the main reason I really wanted you to get
fighter, but yeah, kind of. Yeah.
You know what? So Jay, we're gonna do a little dive into how it started. Okay? How do you feel about that?
Feel good, man. Like it's hard to talk about fighting, especially beside of you, but I try to do my best.
Listen, we're all fighters, warriors in our own way. So
exactly.
But Jay, take us back, man. Take us back to your early life in Brazil. What was your environment like growing up, and how did that environment shape who you are today?
It's something really interesting. I born and raised in the countryside of my country. It's a really small city called Jequié. It's a weird word in English, but it's basically like I grew up beside like a small city in a farm, and it was like a great opportunity and a good time to learn a bunch of things. And it's really sad because the kids today, they don't have this opportunity, to like grow up hanging out with friends outside on the street or going to the farm. It's really, I have tons of good memories for my childhood.
I love that. I love that. I feel like we have similar background. I mean, I didn't grow up in a farm, but I grew up part-time in Haiti, part-time in Miami. So I actually got to grow up seeing both sides of the fence, right? Being in Haiti where we were outside all day, maybe we watched TV for like 2 hours on end, but for the most part, we're outside. We had the goats, we had the chickens and all that stuff. So everything we got was from the land. So it is a different life. I agree.
I think you have like tons of similarities between like Haiti and Brazil. It's like the costume, like a lot of traditions is pretty close. You had this conversation before several times, and we have a bunch of things in common. It's really interesting.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
Listen, before I even go further into like the questions, I want to tell you one of the main things, and Jay, you could correct me if I'm wrong. One of the craziest things that I found out when we first met, Jay had learned English in a span of 1 year. Within that year, I think the second year of being here, he started law school.
Yeah, my master's degree.
Master's degree. And how quick did it? How fast did that process be?
I started my English school, I guess, on March.
Okay.
I finished this on December, and then my master's degree after like 6-7 months.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah,
it's crazy. But we're actually gonna go deeper into that in a little bit. But going back to your past, let me ask you this. What values were instilled in you early on that you still carry with you today?
That's another thing that we have in common. Because Brazil, it's one of the most Catholic countries in the world. And I know you are Catholic. So we have a lot of values that we share between countries and for past. I'm not sure if Haiti, for whole Haiti, they are Catholic. But Brazil, like most of the country. So we grew up with this kind of values, you know, like be a kind person, like try to help others and always support and like find or figure out ways to help others and do always the best. You know, if you do the best, you get the best from others. Or if you help somebody today here, probably this guy will help you also in the future or not. It doesn't care. Just it's for you and not for the others, to be honest.
100%. You know, it's crazy, guys. I feel like you knowing you from the time that we've known each other, that is something that I've always seen from you. You always try to like look out for any one of your friends, man. And, you know, for me, you know, I Jose, you know, everybody, man, you know, it's admirable, man. And I truly appreciate that, bro.
And that's like the inverse is true too, you know.
Okay, thank you, brother. Thank you. Listen, let me ask you this. What made you decide to leave Brazil and take on the challenge of starting over here in the U.S.?
It was a big challenge, actually. I was an attorney for many years in Brazil, and I was really comfortable with my profession. I had my own office, like a lot of attorneys working. It was like everything was perfect.
Okay.
You know, we had like a lot of cases. We used to do like 120 hearings a week. It was crazy. It was crazy. But always I have this like on my mind, like something that made me uncomfortable. And it's a part of American culture, of course. We watch movies and we see America and how everything is amazing
the
here.
American dream.
Exactly. And it was a dream also to learn the language. And then one day I decided to move to America, learn the language, and see, you know, improve my skills and improve my profession and amplify my work.
Okay, so it was like a sense of you were looking to become better in a certain way.
Yeah.
Like
I think the challenge is amazing.
Okay.
You know,
listen, that's like that you know, atypical warrior, man. You always look for a challenge. You never get comfortable. You don't get stagnant. You know, and that's a big change, man. You know, I think about I'm the child of an immigrant. My mom's from Haiti, and you know, to be honest, my mom kind of had a better life in Haiti per se. But coming to a whole different country, and mind you, she wanted something better for her kids, better education. Things were getting dangerous at the time, but it's a big jump to not know the language, not know the culture, and to risk everything to be like, okay, I'm going into this, you know, head forward or however the saying goes.
She's a warrior for sure.
Yeah, man. You know, stuff like that. It's crazy.
And I think like people like us, we enjoy a lot and we love the process.
We do.
You know, the construction, like building little by little every day.
Because nothing good in life comes easy.
No.
You know what I mean? Like to like leave a legacy, to leave something of note behind, you have to feel that, you know, you earned it.
Yeah.
That's the warrior way.
Yeah, that's true. Like when you have something that is easy, you don't appreciate that too much.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
That
is a fact, man. That is a fact. I love that, man. But let me ask you this, man. So you learned English in 1 year. What was your mindset through that process, especially on the days where it felt overwhelming? And before I even let you answer this, I had to learn French. So mind you, I spoke Creole similar. I'm working on my Portuguese now. I told you about that.
I saw.
And it's hard.
We're going to try some words here.
It's hard. So tell me what was your mindset in that process?
So I developed a way that you can learn any language, which is basically you get the book, we sit in the chair, and you start to read and learn as much as you can.
Okay.
So there is no way, like there is no 10 steps to learn some language. It doesn't exist, you know.
Repetition.
Yeah, everybody like trying to sell you something online or Instagram, you know. It doesn't exist. You need to force yourself.
Yeah.
And the process to learn something, it's never comfortable. It's like the muscles. It's like fight.
Yeah.
It's like, you know. So you need to have a discipline and study and, you know, keep always motivated. Of course, it's not easy, especially because the process to learn something or to study anything, usually it's just you. It's really quiet. Sometimes it's really like you feel that you are not learning.
Yeah.
I know I believe you're passing through this now with the Portuguese. Sometimes you feel like, oh my goodness, I'm so smart. I can understand everything. And if you see like or hear somebody talking something, you say, listen, it's for nothing. That's 100%. The procedure, you know, like the process, like that's the way they're going to learn every day, like little by little. It's consistency.
So what I'm hearing is, even when you feel overwhelmed, you still do it. So it's basically that consistency of sticking to it, even when you don't want to do it.
Exactly.
That's the key.
There is no way, you know, if you don't do this for yourself, nobody will sit here and start to talk like English words on your, you know, ear or Portuguese. You can find like a girlfriend or like wife.
That's
like
the other good way, right?
Yeah, that's help a lot. But it was not my case. Man.
So run me through that period in time, Jay. What did your day look like while you're studying while you're studying the language? It
was funny. Like I used to wake up like 4:30 a.m.
Okay.
Go to the gym for like an hour and a half. Back to home, and I start to study until close the time to go to the school. So I had a car at the time, but I always went to school using like a public transport or Metro Mover or the bus, because it was a time that I could like learn something or maybe hear somebody talking something and have a conversation with somebody on the street. So I use my time for this. Went to the school, back to house, and started to study again and again. And after like, 4 months of school, English school, I went in another school during the night. So I was in one class in the morning and another class at night.
Okay.
And I wrote down like 1,000 words in English. I think I showed you this before.
I remember seeing that.
Yeah, I wrote down like 1,000 words in English. The IPA, which is like basically how can you say the word, and the translation for Portuguese. So I print this out and I pin up this for my whole house, even inside my shower.
Wow.
So if it was like a taking shower, it was a good opportunity to read some words, you know, and learn something different, because you should be immersed.
I was just about to say that. So you really like immerse yourself in like English.
Yeah.
In total.
I think it's like you are preparing to a fight.
Yeah.
If you hang out with me and drink,
it's not a good
thing.
That's not what you want to do.
Exactly.
No, that's so true. You know, it's so funny. It's like in fighting, we say drilling, right? You have to drill everything. You know, you work your jab, you punch. You know, you do your jab 1,000 times, you kick 1,000 times. You know, it's nonstop till it becomes like ingrained in your nervous system. So it's a similar thing. Yeah. So it goes to show you, man, there's no easy way around anything. He spent a whole year like really dialed in on learning English.
Exactly.
Like obsessively, actually. That's obsessive. Listen, I've been to school, I've done a lot of things, and I've never done it to that degree, man. That's actually insane.
Yeah, that's but cool. Like everyone has a different like way to do things, and each one like prefer to do some kind of different like abilities. For example, for me, like go to octagon and fight with somebody, it's almost impossible. Yeah. But that's I love to study. as I believe and I know that you love to fight and
No, for sure. Hey man, I like to study too, man, but in a different way.
it's a study also.
That's true.
Like I when I have like an opponent, you need to like scheme the guy and need to check everything.
100%. I say one thing I love, man, whenever I stop by your place, is the amount of books that you have. And that's something that, I relate to because I love to like read and just, pick up knowledge from different people. And I've always seen that from you, man. If you see Jay's library, it's full of books, man. The guy, mind you, a lot of them are in English, and he legit learned English in like a year. So that's pretty cool, man. So,
just one correction. Like I said, like I love to study, love to fight, but Bruno, it's a guy who loves to study too. We share a lot of books.
No, for sure.
We share a lot of books, and because like I was trying to compare, the abilities. Because my one is more like for the books.
So we all have like different strengths and weaknesses for sure. That's why they would say like don't compare yourself to other people because that person isn't you.
The only person that you should compete, it's yourself.
That's it, brother. Listen, man, that's no truer words could be said for sure. So let's go, Jay. Let's talk about a little something else. What was the hardest moment during your transition, and when things basically didn't go as planned?
Always.
Yeah. Dang. Really?
That is a quote that everybody has a plan until the first punch.
That's true.
So anything is
you're
like
getting curveballs left and right.
Yeah, exactly. So we need to make our mind. We need to prepare ourselves that everything that can go wrong, possibly will go wrong. But you should learn from this and trying to figure out and fix the problems, Okay. But for your question specifically, it was really, for example, when I moved to Miami, it was just me and my wife and our dogs, and like a simple things like go to a bank to open a bank account. I had no idea. And we've been there without any like word, without any like English in our mind to talk with somebody and try to explain like difficult things for first. We just born,
Yeah.
And we're born as an adults.
Yeah.
So it's really immigration is not easy, to be honest.
Yeah, sure.
Change yourself from the place that you get used, you born and raised with your language, your culture, and move to a place that you feel like a dump most of the times, to be honest. And it's not easy. And it's really funny because like most of people who doesn't have English as a first language, they used to say like, oh my goodness, I love like people who knows me here could know my capacity to be, for example, smart, funny, or something like that, because sometimes they cannot express themselves. And you feel like dumb many times. Sometimes I feel dumb too, but that's okay. I don't care.
So let me ask, how do you, with the setbacks, how do you like adapt to all of that when things aren't going your way? How do you pivot?
So usually I try to learn from the situation, what happens, and try to adapt my first plan.
Okay.
Just to make something really clear, that's a really like a unique kind of mind that I have.
Okay.
I never have a plan B. Never. I always have just one plan. It's a plan A, and of course I will adapt through the way to find out.
But it's to get to plan A, regardless.
So that's it. If you want something, you just do everything that you can get this. Sure.
I love that. Man, throughout that time, did you ever doubt yourself?
Of course. Yeah. Sure. It was funny. When for example, when I started the masters, on my second week of classes, I had a class with because they mix sometimes an FIU between like the LLMs and the JD program.
Okay.
And I had a class with the JD program, which basically like guys with 20, 21 years old. So
Okay. Like the young.
yeah, the
okay.
youngers, and the language it's different. It's not the same.
Yeah.
And I was, oh my goodness, what I'm doing here? I cannot understand. I couldn't understand any word. Zero.
Really?
And I was like drive down to my home, like really sad and think, oh my goodness, I did everything wrong in my life.
Really? That's crazy.
But yeah, that's the part of the
So
construction.
let me ask you this: how'd you push through those moments? How'd you like get over that hump?
Like a good night, like just try to rest and sleep.
Yeah, sleep.
Yeah, everything that's confusing your mind, and next day you like forget about it, and
Yeah.
let's start next
start
day. You know,
new.
yeah,
so,
exactly.
So you basically looked at every day like a new day. So
Yeah,
today was rough. You accept it. You accept it for what it was.
Yeah.
You don't try to fight it. And the next day you think fresh. It's like, all right, let's start today new.
I think you're the best to say about that because you are a fighter. We cannot win every time,
No.
and of course, the first day it's really like frustrating,
Mm-hmm.
but it's gonna pass, and just return and training or study more.
Yeah.
That you're gonna be successful on this.
That's it. I love that. I love that. Okay. So you earned your law degree. How long did it take you for the law degree
It was
in total?
August through May.
So it was one year?
Yeah,
One
yeah.
year.
One
Wow,
year
man, that's
in America is like because it's different from South
Okay.
America.
So you earned your law degree in such a short amount of time. What sacrifices did that require? Because that's kind of unheard of.
Yeah, it's a lot of sacrifice,
Yeah.
especially when you are not young. We don't have like a family to support, and we are married with the family and everything that I need to keep
Yeah.
moving. It was like a quite a challenging time, especially because for us, I guess, I don't know if you have the same similarities in with the fighters,
Mhm.
but sometimes we are so focused on something
Okay.
that we don't think about like a lot of things that is going on around us.
Okay.
And I think like for a family or for friends and people that love us, they feel sometimes, I guess, like more than us. I believe so. I
Really?
don't know, but
'Cause they almost feel like left out of your life a little bit.
yeah,
'Cause
exactly.
You're married.
Yeah,
You can't give your wife the same amount of time because you have to put that time into what it is you're doing.
yeah, yeah.
You know, so you gotta give up days to hang out with your friends. You can't
Exactly.
go out and go out to the bar
Yeah.
and that's true. And it makes sense because at that time, I don't think I saw you. Maybe I saw you once or twice during that period of time.
Yeah.
You know, which is
Yeah, but you understand me. You know the
no,
process.
for sure, man.
Yeah.
Because it take to accomplish anything in life, you have to give up something, and you know that's the importance of like having that community, having a wife in your life that understands what you're doing,
Yeah.
and understanding the goals and the plans.
Exactly. Yeah.
And mind you, we didn't even
So
mention
grateful
that
for this.
Jay's running a business in Brazil as well.
Yeah.
You could talk a little bit about that because you have your law firm in Brazil,
Exactly. Yeah.
and that that's still you still got stuff going on with that
Yeah.
even throughout
Yeah.
law school.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
how was it balancing that, like work in Brazil, running your business in Brazil, but also like focusing on school here?
It's a quite challenging because you need like to find time
Okay.
to like accomplish with your family, with your friends, like you just said, and with your business,
Yeah.
to answer clients also, and of course make money because life is not for free.
Yeah.
But it's hard. Like it's so amazing because when you see the perspective, when you see like the background, for us it was like nothing.
Yeah.
At the time it was like really crazy.
Yeah.
But that's a great capacity about humans because we always find out a way to accomplish whatever we want.
Yeah.
And the humans, they're really good to adapt
Yeah.
for the situation. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
I love, man. You're right about that, man. You're 100% right. Like it takes me back to like going, and we said it all already, but there's no easy way around,
Yeah.
accomplishing anything. Like when you have your mindset on goals, there's no cutting corners. It takes the sacrifice, but it's a beautiful thing too, knowing that you have a partnership and family and friendship support, that support system that they understand, like Jay, like he's doing this, he's focused.
Yeah.
We can't push up on him and like encroach on his space. He has to do what he has to do, so that's
exactly.
also like an important aspect to balance in life as well, while having that spear around you that is going to push you up and not weigh you down because they want from you as well.
Yeah.
Right.
And people who likes you and who understand what you're doing and who always has the same kind of mindset.
Mm-hmm.
They understand this. For example, as you said, like we had like a long time without like talking with each other because we were busy. And I guess like almost when I was like finishing my master, you had like a bunch of files also, do you remember?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we were like really, really focused on this.
100%.
I guess like we've met each other on like it was not New Year's Eve. It was like a Christmas, I guess.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, and I have like just one drink. Do you remember that?
Yeah. I wasn't having any alcohol.
Exactly.
I think that whole year, man, I probably drank alcohol like a handful of times, maybe like 3 or 4 times that whole year. Cause and I'm, we're juggling a lot of things, but yeah, it's part of it. You got to sacrifice.
Exactly.
No, that's for sure.
Always
man.
you need to make a choice,
Let me ask you this, Jay. What separates someone who succeeds in a situation like yours from someone who gives up?
I think you said everything. So we never give up.
You never give up.
We never give up.
Okay.
Like a consistency, be like persistence. Like you should believe in yourself.
Okay.
And for me, like the impossible doesn't exist. Of course, everybody has their own limitations.
Of course.
I cannot be like a basketball player because I don't so tall for this. But if you are really focused on what you want to do and your future and what you want to do especially because sometimes it was just a short time of our life. Mm-hmm. It's not forever.
It's not.
You should like keep focused, like I don't know, for 3, 4, 5 years, in order to have a beautiful life for the rest of your life.
I agree.
So I think like just keep moving.
You have to be optimistic. You have to be strongly, highly optimistic, and know that, hey, no matter what setbacks I have, this is going to happen.
Exactly. Like for today, it's really funny because we see a lot of, for example, Instagrammers or bloggers who are really successful on their area. Mm-hmm. But if you take a look, they produce, I don't know, 3,000 videos and just 1 or 2 who achieve a success. And of course, it's a really like a good way to put them in a good place. But everybody's trying,
Yeah, it's because they didn't stop.
Exactly.
They kept going.
Yeah.
No, I agree with that, man. That makes sense. So let me ask you, Jay, how has adversity shaped your philosophy on life and success?
It's amazing way to. It's the only way that you can learn something, through the adversity. Because if you don't have this, first of all, anything has the same value for you, as we spoke.
Yep. Say that.
And I think like these cars make it like a good comparison.
Yeah.
Makes you more, because you're stronger.
I agree.
So the adversity, it is like everything in our life, just to make our life interesting.
That is for sure.
Yeah,
man.
if everything is perfect, it's so boring.
It's boring. I agree, man. That's how we learn.
Exactly.
Right? We go through stuff.
Yeah.
And if you're in that mental capacity to take it for what it is, like, okay, I have a setback. What did I pick up from that setback? It's going to shoot you forward.
Exactly.
Compared to, oh, you know, this is in my way. Everybody's against me. The world's against me.
Yeah, I agree with you. 100%.
If that's the case, then you won't learn from anything.
Yeah.
You know? So.
And you learn in that moment.
Yep. I agree.
Yeah.
That's the best teacher.
Exactly.
Adversity is the best teacher.
I'm pretty sure, like after like a situation like that,
Uh-huh.
you never, of course, you can be like a stupid guy, but you'll never do this mistake again.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Einstein used to say, like the mistake, it's normal. It's from humans, you know.
Yep.
Repeat that. It's stupid.
That's the problem. Yeah. That's what makes you crazy, right? Now, so let's go a little bit. We're going to talk a little bit more about what you do. Immigration. You're in immigration law. So I wanted to kind of dive, and I want people who are out there to kind of get an understanding, because there's a lot of things, right? You know, not to dive in politically, but a lot of things have changed in immigration within the past year. So I really want to see your insight, because I know the amount of knowledge you have could help out a lot of people. So to start off, for someone unfamiliar, what does an immigration attorney do on a day-to-day basis?
A lot of things that nobody want to do, because it's so boring sometimes. I'm, as I said, like I'm immigration and business attorney.
Okay.
So we set up like companies, a structure, offshore structure for like international clients. As you know, I'm an attorney in Brazil too. But it's a funny question, because like the ad team from my office, they every day they ask me to produce more videos or to do videos for my daily life.
Okay.
And I used to tell them, listen, it's so boring. Nobody want. It's so boring to watch somebody like doing nothing. Of course, we are doing something, but in front of computer, you know, like reading articles or laws or writing down like a bunch of stuff for clients. But most of the work of for the attorneys, it's not like everybody see on Instagram, like driving a Ferrari through Miami Beach, you know.
Yeah.
It's not like this. It's not true. The real life for the guys who are really working on the cases are sitting down in the office for the whole day. You know me, you know what it is. And like working and working and working. That is anything different to do. And for the other part of the question about the immigration, of course, we have changed for each president who is on the terms. That's normal. That's normal. The immigration laws, they are the same. The only difference, like sometimes some presidents change the manual or the policy that it's applied to law, but basically it is the same.
Pretty much the same.
But it is good. It's really good now. I'm not talking about politicians or politics, because I'm not talking about that, never. But for entrepreneurs, for example, it's amazing time.
Okay. So it's easier to interpret.
I don't say easier, but it's good. It's really good. Like if you are like a guy who fit for that profile, and you are like eligible for this category of visa, it's a really good time to apply.
Okay. Got it. Okay. What are the most common misconceptions about immigration in the U.S.?
A lot of.
Really?
A lot of. First of all, like only like rich people can have the green card, because they can, like, for example, buy the EB-5 program, or like have like extraordinary capacity, which is true too.
Okay.
But there is like a bunch of kind of visas. It's more than 120, 130. I have no idea.
Okay.
To be honest, on the top of my mind right now. But it's a lot of ways that you can achieve your dream, live in this country temporarily or permanent, with a bunch of ways to get this. For example, I can tell you something really interesting. The O1 visa, it's an extraordinary ability. A lot of adult content creators are getting this kind of visa right now.
Really?
Yeah.
And what is the O1?
O1 is for extraordinary ability. Like if you have like you make more money than others in your profession, like how many, for example, for this kind of for bloggers or Instagrammers,
Okay.
like followers, like a prize that you won,
Okay.
or like letters from experts talking about your work.
Mm,
That is like some,
that's interesting.
yeah, some ways.
Let me ask you: is that something that would be used for an athlete as well?
Yes.
So, like, let's say MMA fighters who are looking to come over
Yes.
here and start a career in the U.S.
Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's interesting, man.
Yeah.
Okay. So, how is like the current immigration landscape? How do you feel like it's changed in the recent years, or is there any change in the recent years? Because right now, if you watch the news, it's a lot of crazy stuff going on. So, what are like the major changes that you've seen in the recent years?
Yeah. I'm not trying to enter in polemics
Yeah.
and sensitive topics, but I think like the most change that I saw recently, it's, for example, they are more picky with the case. They're reviewing the case more like carefully.
Okay.
I'm not saying like this is bad, to be honest, because if you have if you have also one like a really broad approach
Mm-hmm.
to approve the visas, sometimes people who deserve this cannot move because
Okay.
you have like a limited amount of visas for permanent visas
Got it.
annually. But that's a major change. They are checking with more.
Precision.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
They're
So
more carefully with the.
You just said something that I never knew. I really am not too familiar with the immigration space. Is there a specific number of visas that they allow a year, or how does that work?
Yeah, for permanent visas, yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Is there like, do you have that number in hand, or
I
like
guess
a range?
I guess maybe I'm wrong, but it's like something for example for employment based visas,
Okay.
something like 180,000 a year,
Okay.
which is not
Wow.
too much for the whole world.
Yeah. Wow. That's actually a lot less than I would think.
Yeah.
Right. Wow. Dang. Outside that, so there's employment based visas. Also, what is there? I'm assuming, because coming from Haitian descent, I know a lot of visas are given for
TPS.
there's TPS. There's also
Asylum.
asylum. TPS is asylum.
No, it's a different one. Yeah.
Okay, so I know a lot of visas are given asylum. So, I think that was Cuba before.
Yeah.
Venezuela probably was one
Yeah.
of them.
That's like a humanitarian visas. It's
Okay.
different. For the like beside of humanitarian, you have
Okay.
basically like employment based and family based,
Okay.
and also you have like, for example, TPS, which is a temporary protection status.
Yeah.
You have asylum.
Okay.
You have like a T visas, visas for violence, domestic violence, and things like
Okay.
that.
Let me ask you this: is there any specific sect in immigration that you focus on, or are you pretty broad ranging in that sense?
No, we do like most of them. We do some family also, but most of them are like employment based
Employment
because it is connected with the other part of my office that is like a business law.
Got it. Okay.
So we bring, for example, investors from Brazil or from another country,
Okay.
America, and we help them, with the company. And sometimes they need also a visa
Okay.
connected with this.
So you're not working specifically with Brazil. So you're working with anyone from you could help out anyone from anywhere.
Exactly.
Okay. Got it.
If they can speak the same language, that's a
Then
good
you can make it
a
work.
good thing that I did, like to learn like the English.
No, for sure.
Yeah, of course. Sure,
Okay.
we can always like
You
use like a
it's like the
translation, but
connecting,
yes, yeah,
that connecting language. Okay. Let me ask you this: how important is it to have the right team when making a move like this?
That's really important. We cannot do anything. It's really hard to do something alone.
Okay.
So we need to have good people
Yep.
beside of us.
I
It's
agree.
really important in any profession. We should have like a good trainees,
Yeah.
good employees, good relationship, good wife or good like husband,
100%.
something like that, you know. So it's really important to have a good team and train them, you know, listen a lot because you are not always right. Most of the times we can make mistakes too. So you need to keep your mind open to listen to others and to adapt.
100%. Which, you know, it's a great point that you made here, because I feel like one of the, especially in like the time that we're in, where we have so many different like communication channels, the hardest thing to do is listen. And I don't know, you correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know how you feel about that.
Yeah. It's a little hard. I'm not talking with my employees. I'm always right. So it's not for you.
But you know, you're right about that. Like listening is a special skill. Like to really get to know what is it my client wants, you know, what is it, what do they really need? You have to listen.
Exactly.
You know? So
like that's part of the job as an attorney. You need to hear most of the times like they speak for 1 hour, but you have the relevant part is just 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But it's a kind of psychologic too.
Yeah.
That's the way. That's I used to. I'm sorry, Bruno, but I used to say like attorneys are so special in this, and I love to be an attorney. To be honest, I'm an attorney in 2 countries. When everything goes wrong in your life, when anything else could be wrong in your life, and you are like ruined, like everything is bad. There is just 2 people who can defend you. The first is your mom, and the second is your attorney.
That's crazy, huh? That is crazy. You know, it's so funny, man. And I don't know if everybody else feels this way, but I've always had the misconception of like an attorney, because attorneys to me are always like, oh, like this person thinks he knows everything, you know, because obviously, you know, you go through the education, this and that. But you always look at an attorney like these are people that they, you know, sometimes you don't know, like they toggle the line and stuff like that, you know, but just to know that, you know, people like you are out there who are actively doing a good deed, you know, you listen to your people. You're not just out there trying to make $1 out of them. I think that's where it really, I'm trying to get my words out, but that's where you really feel something, you know, like you're actively doing good for people, not just trying to take advantage.
Yeah. I think it's about like a trustworthiness.
Yeah. It's all relationship based.
Yeah, exactly.
Relationship based for sure. So let me ask you, man, what are you building right now? And what's the bigger vision for your life and your work?
I'm doing a bunch of things.
Yeah.
I want to keep improving my law office, and I'm really aggressive with the things that I do, to be honest. So I want to be one of the most successful law firms here.
Okay.
Sure, for sure.
Let's go.
And I want to grow a lot, man.
That's it,
just
man.
starting.
Motivational.
Yeah, exactly.
Motivational.
Yeah.
I love it.
No
man.
limits.
So what do you ultimately want to, who do you ultimately want to help through your work?
It's a good question. Because like you have many ways that you can help people.
Okay.
Usually when somebody do this kind of questions, people used to say, oh, I want to like help people that cannot support themselves or do donations. No, I'm not talking about that, to be honest. But I think I would love to grow my company and employ more people. That's the way, of course, beside of my clients, of course. I'm not talking about my clients. I'm always here to support them. But employ more people. I can contribute for the living, the family, you know. That's amazing for me. Like have a lot of people working, an opportunity for everybody grow and improve themselves, the skills. For example, I had one employee in Brazil. The first job that he got in his life was me. It was funny.
Wow.
First day of work, he entered the office to work, and he spoke with Anna. Listen, no, I'm sorry. Somebody told Anna that his son was like his wife was on the hospital giving birth to the son.
Wow.
And Anna told me, and Anna and me went to the guy. Listen, you need to leave. It's your son. Go to the hospital. You're crazy. Or what are you doing here?
Yeah.
But he was scared. The first job, he was like 18 years old, because the majority, it's different in Brazil. It's not 21, it's 18. And he worked with us, I don't know, for 5 years, and then he decided to move to another state.
Okay.
And I was the first guy who said, listen, go ahead. You have a better opportunity. Now he's a really good guy. He has an amazing life in the southern Brazil. Wow. Amazing house. He had plans to come to America to visit us. We still with a good communication. We're pretty close. So that's the best part about my job, beside my job as an attorney.
Okay.
To help people to improve themselves.
Wow. You see that. That's cool that you said that, because I wasn't even thinking about that to be the answer. In my mind, I'm thinking, you're going to go right into, your client base, this and that. But that's actually very, to think about it like that. Like, I want to, get people to, people in the company to help people take care of their families, and also like elevate their life. That's exactly. An admirable thing.
That's why we keep our economy, running.
Yeah.
And, of course, I put beside the work as an attorney, of course, like help my clients with the business matters, with immigration matters, help them to grow. Because everybody who knows me know that I do that every day. That's the purpose when we create an office or
100%.
Your company.
Yeah. You want to give opportunity to people.
Yeah. Beside of that, we have all this environment around that you should think about.
Yeah. It's awesome, man. That's awesome. And when it's all said and done, Jay, how do you want to be remembered?
I believe like trustworthy person, like just regular guy who never give up, and sometimes he thinks, talking about me, and crazy things more than you can achieve.
Yeah. But
that's the way that my mind works.
Nice, man.
We are always pursuing something.
As we should, right?
Yeah,
like
exactly.
we've got a short amount of time. We have to make the best of it. So I like that. I like that. All right, Jay, I'm going to ask you a couple questions, right? And this is to really like dive into that warrior mindset. In your eyes, what does it truly mean to be a warrior in today's world?
I believe like keep your focus, because you have a lot of distractions right now.
Okay.
Everybody has a perfect life, but that's not, most of them are not true. So I think like be a good guy, a good character, be good with your family and friends. I'm not talking like about shits, everybody. It's true. Yeah. I think the most important right now, it's like forget about like this digital life. Mm-hmm. Everybody has a perfect life. Of course, I'd love to have two. Yeah, drive my Ferrari in Miami Beach every day, but that's not the truth. Man. But I think like it's keep your focus.
Stay focused,
because it's hard to keep this today.
It is, man. You legit got every distraction you could think of.
Social media, that's crazy.
Yeah, your phone.
Yeah.
Would you carry with you 24/7? Right? Let me ask you, if someone feels stuck or afraid, what would you tell them?
Just keep moving. That's normal. Everybody has this.
Okay.
Every single guy has this. You can be like Elon Musk. You can be like the most famous guy in the world. Everybody has this time in their life.
I agree.
What makes this guy different from you is what they did in this situation.
Yeah.
I think that's the most important.
100%, man. I like that. All right, let me ask you this. What is one principle that has changed your life that others can apply immediately to theirs?
It's a really deep question.
You got a lot. You got a lot. Just knowing you, man, you've got a lot.
One principle, I guess, like persistency.
Persistence. Okay. Dang, I like
It's
that.
not an easy way, you know.
Yeah.
Never an easy way.
You just gotta be persistent.
Yeah.
It's crazy because it's simple, right? It's a simple.
But
A lot of times people don't really understand that simple. You know, my coach, I'm gonna equate this to fighting. Shout out to Gregory Choplin. He always says, "You have to stay simple. You keep it simple.
Yeah.
You throw your jab and your kick. If it works, you throw it. Keep it simple."
Yeah.
And as simple as that. Staying persistent, man. Like things are gonna come.
Yeah.
You know, you're gonna stumble.
Yeah.
But as long as you're able to get up and keep moving forward, things are gonna happen for you.
Yeah. I think so. I think he's correct. You know,
Yeah.
you don't need to invent the wheel. Just do
That's it.
something like in really good way.
Yeah.
Do your best and
Yeah.
like whatever you do.
Yeah.
And
man.
keep moving on this.
Yeah.
Be persistent with this. You know, one time you'll be compensated for sure.
Yeah. It's so wild, man. Like to me, I always find it crazy how, you know, we do different things, right? But everything in life, right? It's like the web that connects everything. Everything is interconnected. The same principles in fighting translates to being a great attorney, translates to being a great real estate agent, translates to being a good father, a good mother, a good son, whatever it is. You know, everything is like interconnected.
I think you are really, you are like a really correct. You are like a really like a, you found like the correct question because when you ask me about the principle, I think when you try to reduce everything, it's more about this.
Yeah.
Like what are your principles?
Yeah.
You know, what do you believe and what guides you in your life?
100%.
And can be like in any profession, doesn't matter.
I agree.
If you have the same principles that we share, I know you, you can be a good doctor, a good real estate, a good mason, a good whatever you want.
Whatever it is that you want, right? Yeah. I agree, man. I agree. Jay, I want to say thank you for being on the first episode. If we're talking about scared and nervous, I'm gonna tell you right now, I was a little nervous to do this, man. You know, I'm like, you know, I don't know how you felt coming in. This is your first time being a guest on a podcast. I'm not sure if you were nervous, but I was feeling a little nervous, man. But like you said, you got to keep it going, man. Keep it moving. You can't let it stop you.
Like a lot of people like invited me to go to podcasts, and usually I say no. I'm not like a really good guy with like social media. But when you invited me, for me, I say, of course, there you go. Sure.
Oh, brother.
First of all, because you were one of my best friends here, and I knew when I arrived here, that's an amazing place. Congratulations, Bianca. But I knew it would be like just a normal conversation.
Yeah.
That we have like several times.
100%.
Even when we don't drink, we have this kind of conversation. I'm not saying that we are drinking right now, but usually when we drink, we have deeply conversations like that. But I knew it would be like I feel like really comfortable.
Yeah.
I feel like really, really good. I love to do that. Inviting me for your next one. I don't think people want to hear from me again. But
no, they'll
in your 10th or 15 or 100, when like people miss me, I can be back again. It'll be amazing. Thank you so much. You're amazing, man. You are a really good guy in everything that you do.
I appreciate you, bro. I truly appreciate it, especially coming from you, man.
That's true. You know that.
Jay,
you inspire me a lot.
Huh?
You inspire me a lot,
brother. He's being kind. So listen, Jay, I want you to share your information. Where can people find you?
So we have Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. My Instagram, I think you can put this because my name is really hard to say. It's Aragao Law, Aragao Law.